It's a stormy night. Thunder, lightning, hail, and damaging winds. You could have broken windows, trees lying in your driveway, patio furniture blown away. Anything can happen. And because anything can happen, well, that's why there's Westfield Insurance. With a 95% customer satisfaction rate, trust us to be there when you need us the most. To find an independent Westfield Insurance agent in your area, visit westfieldinsurance.com.
The Westfield Insurance Brain Game. Sharing knowledge, building trust. It's the Westfield Insurance Brain Game. Now, here's your host, Chuck Lofton.
Hi, and welcome to the Brain Game. You know, way back in 2015, we began this season with more than 40 schools. We're now down to 3. We're in the semifinals. So glad that we have Cathedral and North Central here with us. I was going to say the Final 4, but it's the Final 3 because the winner of this game takes on Anderson, the Indians from Anderson, for the championship. So Thomas, Christopher, Rachel, Brendan, thanks for being here from Cathedral, and representing North Central today, Alana, Sam, Ash, and Kai. Glad you all are with us. And hey, before we begin, we want to, as always, thank our judge from the great University of Indianapolis, Matthew Shaw. And hopefully, Matt won't be busy. But did you know that when we have challenges and questions, that occurs during the commercial break period of time? So we've got everything covered. All right, we're about ready to go. We have to have our deep breath, though, before we begin. Ready? All right, let's go. All the nerves are out. Here we go with our first question. Let's actually go across the pond. Some 60% of the British newspaper market is devoted to what type of periodical written in a popular, sensational style? Kai?
Tabloid.
Tabloid is right. Tabloid journalism. What American writer created the characters of Dean Moriarty and Sal Paradise? Brendan?
Gary Trudeau.
No. North Central? Sam?
Kurt Vonnegut.
No, it's Jack Kerouac. Jack Kerouac. Let's continue. The Andaman Islands consist of more than 200 islands in the eastern Bay of Bengal and form one of the territories of what Asian country? And Sam?
Indonesia.
No. Cathedral? Brendan?
India.
India is right. Remember, the key to that was the Bay of Bengal, so you got the point. Okay, now I'd like for you to study the monitor. You do it at home, too. Pay very close attention. And when this image comes up, I want you to identify the 3 men in this picture. Sam?
Stalin, Roosevelt, and Churchill.
No. Cathedral? Can you identify those 3 gentlemen? Christopher?
Stalin, de Gaulle, and Churchill.
It's Stalin, Harry Truman, and Winston Churchill. All right, let's continue. The bile secreted by the liver is what color? Thomas?
Green.
Green is correct. To medicine now. And a thrombus is a blood clot inside a blood vessel. If it breaks free and creates an obstruction, Thomas?
Thrombosis.
Say it again.
Thrombosis.
No. I'm going to continue for North Central. If it breaks free and creates an obstruction, it is then called, and Sam?
An embolism.
Yes, we'll accept that. Embolus or embolism. I'd take either one. Let's continue. A facility to house psychiatric patients who do not require hospitalization, but who are not ready. Brendan?
Asylum.
No, I'll continue for North Central, but who are not ready for independent living is called a what? Ash?
A ward.
No, I would accept either halfway house or group home. Let's continue. To labor unions now. What president held office when 12,000 American air traffic controllers went on strike? Sam?
Reagan.
Reagan is correct. Here's a spelling word for you now. Mental disorder characterized by a feeling of being persecuted. Spell paranoia. Ash?
P-A-R-A-N-O-I-A.
That's correct. So North Central gets the point. What adjective describes a sculpture that can be viewed from all angles? And Alana?
In the round.
No, I'll continue for Cathedral, and is not connected to a background or support. Brendan?
Freestanding.
That's correct. You'll get the point. Name the author of the beloved Ramona Quimby book series for children. And Brendan?
Beverly Cleary.
Beverly Cleary is correct. All right, listen closely. As what part of speech is the infinitive used in this example? The children were told their dear old dad was well enough to return home. Sam.
Adverb.
Adverb is right. All right, now listen closely to this one too. To the nearest dollar, calculate a 15% tip on a bill of $59.17. $59.17. Anybody? Sam.
$8.79.
We'll accept that. We wanted you to, if you heard, to go to the nearest dollar, but we will accept that. That's all right. You got it right. And by the way, never tip 15%, always 20 if you want to go somewhere in life. All right, let's continue. Which amendment says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment? And Sam.
The first.
First Amendment is correct. All right, let's go to a bonus qualifier now. You all know how this works. We'll go for 1 point. If you get it, then we'll go for 2. So for 1 point, anybody can answer this. What former president of the United States was offered football contracts with the Green Bay Packers and Detroit Lions? And Kai.
Ford.
Ford is correct, President Gerald Ford. So the captain is Sam. So Sam, this will come for you. What did President Ford receive, or why did President Ford receive a gold coin from the Boy Scout organization in 1974? Have an answer?
He was a former Boy Scout.
No, he was a former Eagle Scout. So yes, he was, but he got the coin for being an Eagle Scout. All right, let's continue. Identify the Cuban dance in which participants form a line doing 3 steps forward. Thomas.
Conga.
Conga is correct. With that, we'll go to the face-off part of our competition here today. And I know some of you are getting ready to pick a college. So we kind of thought of that when we came up with the face-off competition. This is about, Thomas and Alana, before we ask you the question, Ivy League schools. I'm going to name the city, and I want you to tell me what Ivy League school is located there, okay? So Thomas and Alana, here we go. Cambridge, Massachusetts. Thomas.
Harvard.
Harvard is correct. Christopher and Sam. Providence, Rhode Island. Sam.
Brown.
Brown is correct. Rachel and Ash. New York City. Ash.
Columbia.
Columbia is right. And then Kai and Brendan, New Haven, Connecticut. Kai?
Yale.
Yale is right. We got through that one really quickly. We have an 11-6 score. North Central's in the lead. Hey, coming up, we're going to meet these contestants. We'll also take another face-off question. And later on in the show, the minute quiz. It's all coming up on the Westfield Insurance Brain Game.
Stay tuned. The Brain Game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Westfield Insurance Brain Game.
And welcome back to the Brain Game. We have an 11-6 score. North Central's in the lead. And, you know, this is the time when we get to introduce everybody. We really like this time. So representing the Irish of Cathedral, welcome, Thomas.
Hi, I'm Thomas Berger. I'm a senior at Cathedral, and I'd like to thank the moderators.
All right. Christopher, welcome.
Hi, I'm Christopher Bessler. I'm also a senior at Cathedral. I'd like to thank our faculty and staff, especially Mr. Bamrick, for getting us here today.
Fantastic. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel Kent. I'm a junior at Cathedral, and I would like to thank our parents.
All right. Brendan, welcome.
Hi, I'm Brendan Hurley, a freshman at Cathedral, and I'd like to thank Tommy Cassius and Liam Moore, our alternates.
Very good. And as always, North Central Panthers are here, represented by Alana. Hi, Alana.
Hi, I'm Alana Smolin. This is my second year on the Brain Game, and I would like to thank the NC staff and student body.
All right, Alana. Sam?
Hi, I'm Sam Lerner. I'm a senior at North Central. This is my third year on the Brain Game, and I'd like to thank Westfield Insurance and WTHR.
All right, thank you. Ash, welcome.
Hi, I'm Ash Menther, and I'm a senior at North Central. This is my first year on the Brain Game. I'd like to thank our beloved alternates, Jack Rominger and Max Yance, as well as our principal, Evans Brannigan III.
All right. Hi, Kai.
Hi, I'm Kai Sandstrom. I'm a senior. This is my first year on the Brain Game, and I would like to thank our former coach, Mr. Leroy Castle, for making our Brain Game program what it is today, and our current coach, Mrs. Helene Ockill, for continuing a tradition of excellence.
Wonderful. All right, Cathedral and North Central. Let's continue. We have a long way to go here, so let's continue with this question. 8.33 pounds is the standard weight for what quantity of water? Sam?
1 liter.
No. Cathedral. Christopher?
1 cubic foot.
We're looking for a gallon. 1 gallon. Let's continue. Where has the world's first inflatable room for astronauts just arrived, Christopher?
The International Space Station.
That's right. Brought up there by SpaceX. Network television produces an abundance of sitcoms. Sitcom is short for, Brendan?
Situation comedy.
That's correct. All right, let's cue up our MP3 player in the control room, and here we go. I want you to listen to the following and identify the composer of the following musical composition that is based on 24 medieval poems. And Sam?
Orff.
Orff is right. Carl Orff. The title of that song was Orfutana. The prize money given to a winning horse in a flat race is called the what? Sam?
Flat prize.
No. Cathedral, you got a free shot, Brendan.
Winnings.
It's the purse. The purse is what you win. All right. The name of what vertebrate can be formed from chemical symbols for potassium and gold? Rachel?
A cow?
No. North Central? Okay, I'm looking for AUK. A-U-K. Now it's time for a bonus qualifier. Let's see who can get point number 1 here. A high wind during a prairie drought causes what type of storm? Brendan?
Dust Bowl.
We'll accept it. Dust storm is what we were looking for, or black blizzards, we would have counted that too. All right, so Cathedral, your captain is Christopher. So Christopher, here we go. And I'd like for you to answer this question. Unlike tornadoes, which travel up to 300 miles per hour, these whirlwinds, or mini tornadoes, travel much slower. What's another name for a whirlwind?
Twister.
We were looking for actually dust devil, which is more in the plain state. So let's continue. The name of what 4 endocrine glands begins with a P? And Ash?
Pituitary. Perineal. Paracrine. And peritoneal.
No, it was parathyroid, pancreas, pituitary, and pineal. All right, let's continue here. Study the monitor now. And when you see the image, tell me which of the choices represents the best definition of the word implicit. Christopher?
Unquestioning.
Unquestioning is right. All right, let's go to networks and computers. A network that a network that connects computers over a large area, such as a city or country, is given what 3-letter abbreviation, Kai?
WAN.
WAN is right. Now let's jump from computers to history. The assassination of John Kennedy and the illnesses of President Eisenhower and Johnson prompted passage of what amendment to assure the transfer of power through the vice presidency? Kai?
The 22nd.
No. So Cathedral, you get a shot at it. Rachel?
25th.
25th is correct. You'll get the point. At first, small pebbles were set in simple patterns. Then, about 400 BC, artists began setting them in pictorial form. And Brendan?
Mosaic.
Mosaic is right. Okay, it's another time for you to study the monitor at home. Pay close attention here. Tell me which of the following geological era was dominated by fish. And Sam?
B.
B. Devonian is correct. What kind of clause makes a complete grammatical statement that can stand alone, Kai?
Independent.
Independent clause is correct. What is the allusion, meaning small time, inferior, or second rate, that originally applied to small town or minor league baseball teams? And Kai?
2-bit.
No. Cathedral? Rachel?
Farm team?
No, you're all in the same ballpark, but the answer we were looking for is Bush League. Bush League. If somebody says you work for a Bush League place when you get out of school, say, I don't want to be there. All right, let's continue. What alkali metal, the most electropositive element known? And Ash?
Lithium.
Say it again.
Lithium.
No, I'm going to continue for Cathedral. The most electropositive element known is used in photoelectric cells. And Thomas?
Francium.
No, it's cesium, C-E-S-I-U-M. Hiram Revels, the first black man to be elected by the United States Senate, filled the same seat that was previously held by Jefferson Davis. Revels and Davis represented what state? Brendan?
Mississippi.
Mississippi is correct. Okay, let's go to the face-off. competition now. And in this segment, Thomas and Alana, before you begin, here's your category. You ready? The Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers. So here we go. Thomas and Alana. In what division of the NBA do the Pacers play? Thomas.
The Eastern Conference.
We're looking for the division. Alana. Have an answer? I'll take that as a no. It was Central. So Christopher and Sam. What phrase coined by Bobby Slick Leonard in 1975 became synonymous with Leonard and the Pacers and was later actually copyrighted in 2010? Have an answer? You're going to hate yourself. Boom, baby! All right, Rachel and Ash. I never thought I'd get to say that on the Brain Game. Rachel and Ash, here we go. What Pacer great once scored 25 points in 1 quarter of a playoff game? And Ash.
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller is right. And Brendan and Kai, the cheerleaders at Pacers games go by what collective name? Brendan.
The Pacer Girls.
No, Kai? Okay, the answer is the Pacemates. All right, we're going to take a break. 16-13, we have a very close game coming up, and the scores will change rapidly because when we come back from the break on the semifinal round of the Brain Game, it's the Minute Quiz. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. The Brain Game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Westfield Insurance Brain Game.
Welcome back to the semifinal round. We did have a challenge from North Central on the Dust Bowl question, so we have modified the score, and Judge Shaw now has the score at 16-12. So North Central leads 16-12, and since the Panthers are in the lead, Sam, you get to select packet A or B. I know you've been working feverishly. What'll it be?
A.
All right. A it is. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's begin with the Minute Quiz. What king is the subject of Tennyson's Idols of the King?
Henry VIII.
Which of the 13 colonies was founded by Roger Williams?
Rhode Island.
Name the capital of Lithuania.
Riga.
Give the proper scientific name for German measles.
Pass.
How many points does the Star of David have?
5.
Translate into English the German phrase Übermensch.
Superman.
What instrument is used to measure atmospheric pressure?
Barometer.
In what sport is the Ryder Cup awarded?
Golf.
What president sent troops to Little Rock to uphold integration?
Eisenhower.
What state includes the island of Key Largo?
Florida.
Eastern Orthodox churches is also commonly called?
Greek Orthodox.
What name is given to the lowest range of the male singing voice?
Bass.
Name the film in which Bill Murray plays a demented greenskeeper.
Caddyshack.
What Latin phrase means in the year of our Lord?
Anno Dei.
Name the capital of New York.
Albany.
Name the capital of South Dakota.
Pierre.
In what year did Alexander Graham Bell patent his telephone?
1864.
What commander won the Battle of Lake Erie?
Oliver Hazard Perry.
How many legs do Araucans have?
2.
Okay. So 27 points on the board now for North Central. You got through 19 out of a possible of 20 scores. So Cathedral, Christopher, the answers will all come from you. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Let's begin. What sea separates Greece from Turkey?
Aegean.
In what century was Joan of Arc burned at the stake?
13th.
Who wrote Emma and Sense and Sensibility?
Jane Austen.
Who starred in Some Like It Hot and The 7-Year Itch?
Monroe.
PV equals NR2 is the chemical formula known by what name?
Boyle's Law.
What painter is known for his landscape of the Spanish city of Toledo?
Greco.
In comics, what is Batman's special secret identity?
Bruce Wayne.
Iago is the villain in what
Othello.
play of Shakespeare? What treaty ended the War of 1812?
Ghent.
Lake Nasser was created by the construction of what dam?
Aswan.
The Crimean Peninsula extends into what sea?
Black.
In what state would one find the Mount Palomar and Mount Wilson observatories?
Colorado.
Name the capital of Pennsylvania.
Harrisburg.
Monroe and Lake Charles are cities in what state?
Pass.
Which map projection is most used by navigators?
Mercator.
Which state is nicknamed the Sooner State?
Oklahoma.
In what Indiana city is Earlham College located?
Pass.
Durban and Pretoria are cities in what nation?
South Africa.
Okay, so we have 27-25. We still have some time in the next couple of minutes. A judge's question worth 3 points. So with a 2-point lead for North Central, here we go. A native of Dale, Indiana, identify the TV mom of the sitcom The Brady Bunch. And Sam.
Florence Henderson.
Yes, that's correct. All right, let's continue. This is Who Am I? 3 points. Here we go. After college and service in World War I, I became an expert on early English literary traditions. For 2 points. Most of my work is based on Germanic and Scandinavian folklore. Kai?
Tolkien.
That is correct. So you get 2 points. At the top of the corn plant is the male flower called the... Brendan?
Stamen.
We would take stamen, that's correct, or tassel, we'd take either one. What 3 characters, according to Eugene Field, sailed off in a wooden shoe, sailed on a river of crystal light? Alana?
Winkin', blinkin', and nod.
That is correct. Okay, I want you all to look at the monitor now, and once we have the image up, colored in dark blue on this map, identify, Sam?
The Baffin Bay.
No, we're not going to take that. Cathedral, identify this marginal sea of the North Atlantic Ocean. Christopher.
Labrador Sea.
No, he actually got the first part right, but he said bay. It's Baffin Sea. So let's continue. What legal term refers to the condition of being without a permanent residence or mean of support? And Ash.
Dependent.
No. Cathedral? You have an answer? Christopher?
Destitute.
No, we're looking for vagrancy. All right, let's go to the 3-point judges question now, and here we go. Anybody can answer this. Since 1932, only 2 incumbent elected U.S. presidents have failed in their bids for re-election. Name both. Kai.
George Bush Sr. and Carter.
That's right, so you get the points. And let's continue now. What legal term refers to the condition of being, well, I already asked that. I'm so sorry. Let's continue now. The circle is one of the 4 non-degenerate conic sections. Identify the other 3. Brendan.
Parabola, triangle, and circle. No.
No, North Central. Ash.
Parabola, hyperbola, ellipse.
That is correct. Now, let's continue. What name is given to a popular form of diet based on eating only foods that were presumably, and Rachel?
Paleo.
Paleo is correct. Okay, time to study the monitor again, and as you do, tell me which nation is in the top 10 in area, but not the top 10 in population. Christopher?
Russia.
No. North Central? Sam?
Canada.
Canada is correct. What sound uttered by a feathered biped is also used as a nickname for a person who pretends to have knowledge or skill in medicine? Brendan?
Quack.
Quack is correct. What intensely painful condition is caused by contraction and dilation of arteries in the brain? Ash?
Meningitis.
No. Cathedral? Have an answer? Brendan?
Brain embolism.
No, I was looking for a migraine. A migraine. Let's continue. How about a spelling word here? Division into 2 parts. Ash?
D-I-C-H-O-T-O-M-Y.
Dichotomy. That's correct. You got it right. All right, let's continue. Of the 2 kinds of electrical currents, which one flows from a car battery or from a battery in a flashlight? Brendan?
DC.
We'd accept that. Direct current's what we're looking for. It's called the Old Lady of Threadneedle Street. Name this central bank of the United Kingdom. And Kai?
Bank of England.
Bank of England is correct. That's the game. We're going to verify the scores, and we're back as the semifinal round of the Brain Game continues right here on WTHR.
Stay tuned. The Brain Game. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Doug DeShong with Old National Insurance. Here's today's Westfield Insurance Sharing Knowledge Building Trust question. Attics or vacant areas account for what percentage of large lost building fires?
For the answer and a chance to win an iPad mini, go to westfieldinsurance.com/WTHR Brain Game.